I think curiosity what primarily drives me since a very young age. And my name is Phani Gaddipati. I'm from Colorado Springs. I was in Baltimore for my undergrad. I went to Johns Hopkins for biomedical engineering, and then following that I also did a master's there and then worked as a software developer for a year for a medical technology startup. So I think in general progress is what motivates me. One, building on my own knowledge of something, and then eventually contributing to the progress of a field as a whole. That applies to the engineering and clinical side, where I want to be able to make some kind of contribution, push the technology forward, but also use that in clinical practice to better clinical outcomes. I'm pretty unusual in that I haven't had a defining moment where I want to say, I want to be a doctor. It was kind of more of an accumulation of experiences. Seeing all the different aspects to, being on the research side, but then being on the clinical side, and having the opportunity to be across that entire breadth as a physician. I think it's great that a lot of my classmates also want to, sit down and find a problem and then solve that problem. I know me and my friends have already talked about trying to find something to start working on sooner rather than later, so we do have more time working with each other and with all the clinicians here. So I think a physician innovator is someone that gets to know the current gold standard, but also works to push that forward, whether that's in the engineering side of things, whether it's the patient care, or just bettering outcomes for the patient.